Hello tribe, welcome back to my channel. So today we have your 7 to 10 day prediction whenever you come across this video. I have pre-pulled the bottom cards already from the Dreams of Gaia. I want you guys to choose intuitively. Pile number 1 is on your left, pile number 4 is on the right, and we have your assigned decks for each pile. So for first pile we have the Zombie Tarot. The second one is the Textured Tarot. The third one is the In-Between Tarot. And fourth one, I apologize, I don't remember, I threw out the box. So if anyone knows the name of it, drop a comment down below, I'll be grateful. And I'll see you in timestamps. Hello tribe, so whoever has chosen pile number 1, let's take a look at what's happening with you. We are using the Zombie deck. Alright, next 7 to 10 days from now, whenever you come across this video. Okay, this is interesting. And the message is here quite deep. I'm seeing straight away. I'd say for a lot of you guys, you'll figure out what might have been an issue behind some kind of, either if you had some kind of emotional trauma or blockage, you're finding the reason why you couldn't be happy at certain points in your life, or why you were down lately if you are dealing with that. For others of you, I'm seeing that it's almost like after a difficult conflicting period of time, you finally feel peaceful. Emotional fulfillment overall, this is your heart space is going to be much more open. And for a lot of you, why this might be happening, because you will want to speak up about certain issues, certain troubles, anything that's in your mind. So I'd say expect very open, nice conversations. And this is also a message for some of you who are going through this already. You know, if you feel like no one understands you, if you feel like you need a good conversation, just call someone that you care for, someone cares for you, and someone who has a very good listening ear. I want to say this is very psychological, pile number 1. It does seem like maybe for some of you, you were hiding something behind you. Like I'm hearing behind the scenes. I didn't want something to be seen. And the next couple of, I almost want to say a couple of weeks for some of you, you'll be able to free yourself from that. Free yourself from any kind of mental struggle I'm seeing here. Let's take a look at your Zombie deck. If you'll hear any background noise, my neighbors are refurbishing their flat. So, and it's interesting because it's quite late already. So maybe they're not on schedule, not on time. Well, let's see. What is up the next 7 to 10 days from now? We have 5 of Hazards. Taking the trash out, I'm seeing here. Anything, literally, it can be anything. This doesn't serve me, in trash, you know. This doesn't work for me, in trash. Like literally, maybe some of you are reorganizing something in your life here. Next 7 to 10 days. I'd say there is a message for a couple of you. Just watch what you carry with you, because I'm seeing a possibility of someone losing some kind of an object. 4 of Hazards. The Empress. We have the 9 of Hazards. I'm gonna adjust the camera in a minute. We have the Hierophant. And we have the Page of Hazards. This is interesting. Bottom of a deck, the 3 of Wands. Okay. Let me see. Pile number 1. I must tell you, those who have children, or if you don't live alone, I'm seeing you will need a bit more time on your own. I'd say seek for peace of mind, because you might be a little bit energetically sensitive the next couple of weeks or week and a half. And you'll just need to be a bit more on your own to figure everything out. But this is very personal to you. Would it be some kind of emotional? Yeah, I'm hearing either energetic or emotional sensitivity I'm getting here. For others of you, what I'm picking up, you might come across something online. For some of you, gonna hear about something that's gonna make you happy. You will want to learn more about it, some kind of a topic, maybe subject. For others of you, I'm seeing what's making you happy is turning off the TV or not watching the news as much. As we know, there's a lot of information, especially on the news throughout the last year, that was making people fearful. And maybe that's something that you're gonna ditch. You're like, listen, I'm gonna watch what I wanna watch, what makes me happy. I don't feel like I wanna focus on certain things that are being repetitive and it's not helping me move forward. I'd say the next week and a half, what would be great for you is putting some money aside. And what you're spending, 5 of hazards and below the 9 of hazards, I'd say if you're gonna want to buy something that's quite expensive for your wallet, think about it twice, because you might need that money later on, I'm seeing here. Or maybe what you're gonna buy is not gonna be as good as you expect it to be. Obviously, refunds are possible, right? You know what song just rang in my head? Oh my god, wait 1 second. I'm gonna find the lyrics. It's by 𝐿𝐴. So it's spelled Leon, and his surname is ELSE, and the song is called Refund. So let's take a look at the lyrics here. Okay. Oh, I think he doesn't have those lyrics up. Bear with me, just give me a minute. Yeah, I can't find it now because it gives me all other songs lyrics, but not that one. I don't even know if that's his original song, so maybe that was a cover, that's why it's not coming up. But overall, what he sings in chorus, he goes, you can have a refund, baby, if you don't like it. It's a bit of a cheesy song, but I like the way that he sang it. And maybe there's gonna be a message for you in that song. Just look up Leon L's Refund. It's gonna come up. I think it's live performance. And it does seem like someone wants a refund here, but it's quite it's a very simple, funny situation, nothing major here that I'm picking up. A lot of you will be drawn to plants. If you want to buy a certain herb or plant, that would be really good for you. Look up the meaning of that plant, the spiritual properties, because there's going to be a deeper message behind it, what you need, what your maybe body needs, or what kind of energy that plant needs to give out to you in a way. Some kind of a message is coming through here. We're seeing a post box with a page of hazards. Let me take a look at what this is about. I must tell you, this is not for everyone, so please filter the messages out. Because someone had an emotional blockage of some sort, they felt, and it was repetitive, I'm seeing a circle, round and round I go, I'm hearing. Because you were not feeling happy with yourself and self-confident where you are in life, this might have blocked your financial abundance for some time. Especially if you kept thinking about, oh, okay, I've lost this, now I don't know if I'm gonna be successful, and you kept thinking about the same thing. Oh my God, I'm in the lack. If you're in the lack and you keep thinking about the lack, you're gonna attract the lack. You already know this is the universal law. So a lot of you will want to switch it up and to come from this exciting energy, and therefore you're going to be attracting much more than before, and you will feel much more abundant within yourself. I'm seeing patience will be needed for pile number 1 within the next week or week and a half, but you're dealing pretty well with especially emotional issues here, or maybe some of you will be digging deep into your childhood, seeing, you know, where certain issues lie. Be very open the next 7 to 10 days from now. Don't hide your feelings, don't hide your thoughts, regardless of how crazy you might think that it might sound. You need to speak up. Okay, let's take a look at that message. 9 of Swords. Yeah, literally someone is talking about either their mental issues or some kind of a situation that stressed them out. And that would be great. Seek for help if that's something that you're already dealing with. We have the Knight of Cups. Yeah, someone has a lot of love for you here, and someone would love to help you out. Strength. Yep. It's a lot about, you know, pile number 1 has a lot to do with brains and thoughts. Brains, thoughts, and thoughts are about some kind of I'm seeing financial improvement. I wanna do better. I want to improve, and someone might say something here that's gonna allow you to move forward, or somehow someone will give you a spark. Someone will give you a spark. I'm seeing an inspiration. For others of you, this is something that you're creating for yourself. I can't put you in the box. Yeah, King of Hazards is here. Some of you, yeah. Some of you literally will understand that you probably have been a bit tied with the 9 of Swords in the strength with the brain in this imagery. Have been tying yourself down, and you will want to reprogram your brain. So maybe some of you are looking at Joe Dispenza's work, you know, rewiring your brain, and you will want to do better, even if you're not doing even if you're not in a mentally or emotionally bad situation. You will want to be your best version, and that's something that I really like seeing here for pile number 1. It does seem like you're like, listen, yeah, Queen of Hazards is here. This might have a connection with someone's relationship. Maybe you want to strengthen or improve your relationship, especially if you are married here, the Queen and the King of Hazards. You will want to be a team. You'll be thinking about ways how to improve it, especially if you've been married for a long time, and you know, if the spark is gone, you'll be like, listen, I gotta do something. It's not only one-way street, I'm hearing. It's not only one-way street. Okay, 2 cards are coming up. Yeah, spark. Look, the Ace of Hazards. You want to start fresh. You want to start over. You want to feel much better. Now, for some of you, I'm seeing that a possibility might come up where you might be thinking about a new venture of some sorts. Even if we're not talking about relationship, a new venture of some sorts. I'm leaving the old behind with the 8 of Cups, and because I have a new proposal of some sort, and that proposal seems quite prosperous. So I gotta go. I'm sorry, I gotta go. You're very focused on finances here, very much the next week and week and a half. I think that would, especially if you in transitional period right now, it would be great to switch things up. What you did before, change it up. This is saying, even if we're gonna be talking about your routine. Switch things up. We have the King of Swords. Someone is waiting for you. Let me see. Again, we have brain all over this reading. Someone is waiting for you. Someone wants to express their love to you here with the King of Swords and Ace of Cups. Now, this can be romantic partnership. This can be friendship, or this can be maybe your family member expressing love to you. But whoever this is, it does seem like this person is either a bit older than you, or someone who has experienced quite a lot in life. Very smart. Someone who's pretty smart here. I feel like you might want to look at one more pile number 1, even though I've just started with yours, but I have a feeling. We have the 2 of Wands. Someone is choosing what to do here. It does seem like you're going to be in a crossroads, pile number 1, but those crossroads are necessary for you. Again, look, we have scales, we have the Two of Wands here. What do I do? Where do I go? And again, it's all about head space. This guy's head is spinning around. You see that? It would be great to stay as grounded as possible throughout this time, but it does seem like someone wants to take their head off, literally, you know. So I'd say look out for headaches, but this is gonna be, there's gonna be a message behind everything that will be happening here for you. So if you will dig deeper, you'll understand what the messages are so that you can move forward with grace, I'm hearing. Let's take these cards back. I want to switch decks. Decks. I want to use the Triple Goddess Tarot as well for you guys. Is there anything unexpected for pile number 1? Anything unexpected? We have the, again, we have scales here. 6 of Pentacles. We have the 9 of Swords. It came out reversed and I didn't really want to correct it, put it upright. I do believe that for a lot of you, you'll find peace within your own headspace. That's why we do have those two cards come together here. Almost like I'm going through from conflict to inner peace and happiness. And how that's gonna happen, it does seem like you either might receive a nice gesture from someone, a gift, a compliment, or whatever that would be, maybe even a conversation. A friend might be the one who is very important here, or at least a person that you have a very strong friendship with. And I'm seeing all troubles go away. There is some kind of a celebration happening here. Yeah, there's a message coming from either a friend or someone that you dearly love. This person will make you very happy the next week or week and a half. Expect news, expect news. We have that ending. 5 of Swords wanted to come up. Ending of conflicts, ending of mindfuck, I'm hearing. Let's put an end to this. I think for some of you, you're quite conflicted here because you don't know which way to go or what road to choose. Yeah, told you. See? What do I choose? What do I do? Where do I go? And that's why maybe some of you will create a bit of stress in your own headspace, but that's, the cards are saying that's not necessary. It depends how you're going to approach it. Will you look at the situation as if you have options, or will you think that, oh, listen, this, I have to choose now, so this makes me stressed? Kind of switch things up. This is saying anything unexpected. Someone will be very helpful, especially if you need professional advice of some sorts. Someone will be very helpful. This is someone who's quite insightful and someone who has found themselves, who will be able to give you a good advice, I'm seeing here. You're looking for yourself when it comes to your work. You're looking for yourself. You're looking for happiness. You're probably going to go through a phase, maybe some of you have gone through this, where you'll be asking questions. You're going to be like, do I want to stop doing this? Do I want to start doing something new? What do I think about this idea, this project? This is going to be quite it can be intense for some of you. It can be stressful, but this is going to lead you to where you want to be. You know, a place where you focused on practice. Practice is big here. Practice, but you are very calm and you are very happy whatever it is that you do. So this is quite an interesting pile. It felt like I was reading for 10 different people and I couldn't like have one straightforward message for you all, guys. So I do hope that you are filtering those out. Yeah, it's a lot to do with balance and your dreams and vision, you know. especially those who are working in a field that has anything to do with psychology or shadow work or digging into one's subconscious. I do believe that you might have a couple of clients where you will feel pretty proud because you've helped them out, or showed them something that was quite precious for them so that they can come out on top. You know, I'm hearing from darkness to light, from stress to happiness, you know. It's like black and white energy here. So it depends where you're at right now, you know. But overall, I'm seeing a connection with water for some of you here. Pay attention to dragonfly. For some of you, your pet might be important here. But overall, you want to start new here. 10 of Swords and the Fool is here. I want to start new. I want to start fresh. I want to be different. I want to be the best version of myself. So keep putting in work because you are close, pile number 1. You are very close. Yeah, Queen of Pentacles as well as the Queen of Wands. Some of you literally are going to start writing a diary or noting your ideas down, and some of those ideas can be manifested. Some of those ideas will be worked on. You know, sometimes when you write down something that you could do, or you have a great, let's say, business idea or creative idea of some sort, or whatever that would be, and you write it down and you forget about it, and then you open that notebook or diary and you go like, oh my god, this is the best moment for that. Thank god I've written it down. So I'd say write everything down, especially if it gives you a feeling that there is something more to it. I should write it down. This can be explored, I'm hearing. So bottom of the deck, we have the 10 of Cups. Here we go. You're ending with a really good note, pile number 1. It does seem like you're very focused on feeling cozy and mothered, and you're gonna seek for that, and you'll be able to get there, especially if you feel like you don't have enough financially right now. You won't feel the way you did feel when you were in a lack. Doesn't matter when that happened. You have food on a table, roof above your head, and you come from gratitude. So I hope that this made sense, pile number 1. Tribe, thank you very much for coming back. Love you as always. I'll catch you soon. Hey Tribe, whoever has chosen pile number 2. So let's see what is up with you the next week and a half. I have pre-pulled a couple of cards from the Dreams of Gaia, and we're going to be using the texture deck for you today. So the first card we have is the Hero, and the other one we've got emotion / intellect. So it does seem like for a lot of you guys, you are finding balance between the two, but also it does seem like you are going to shine in someone's eyes. So we're going to look at the situation a little bit closer. But someone really appreciates your intake on something, your advice, your insight, especially if you work in this field where you counsel people somehow. You know, this is gonna be a really good week for you. Overall, a really balanced vibe that I'm getting for you here. Pile number 2, the next 7 to 10 days from now. I'd say look up a spiritual meaning of a bear or a dragon, only if you feel like it, because this is not for everyone, okay? So let's see what is up the next week and a half. Pile number 2. 9 of Swords came reversed. Okay, this is interesting. You know, on pile number 1 we had 9 of Swords, and it did come out reversed too. It seems like people are finding peace of mind here. Sometimes I do feel reversal, sometimes I don't, so I just go by my intuition. Okay, let's take a look. Yeah, look, we have the Wheel of Fortune. You're switching things up. You're switching things up. What you were worried about, no more. You see the light. You are much more patient with yourself. 7 of Wands also came out reversed. Someone is putting their walls down, I'm seeing here. Would it be you? Would it be someone else that you're dealing with? No more struggle, no more arguments, no more fighting. There is peace. There is peace. 3 of Swords also came out reversed. It does seem like people are going through a major healing phase, but it's not only brought by people who want to do some healing on self, but almost like energetically is happening naturally. Also, you know, it's good to put in extra work if you do want to focus on that, but I think for a lot of you, you're gonna feel that things are shifting naturally for you. It's a very organic flow. A veil is being lifted for some of you. Five of Swords is also reversed. All right, I think some of you are getting rid of certain fears. You're getting rid of those fears. You're finding peace. Yeah, look at this. Very strong cards. Pile number 2. You're going through massive transition here. Oh, it feels very strong and it feels very spiritual. For some of you, if you have been abused in the past, you're gonna be finding peace about something here. You know, abusive situations can be emotional, physical, or any type of, maybe some of you tend to abuse your own self in your own headspace, right? But it seems like you're coming out on top here, which I like seeing. It does seem like for a couple of you, there might be some sort of a conflict still coming up, because we are on different time frames, but that conflict somehow will set you free. The truth will set you free. So whatever you're gonna come across, some kind of tense situation, or you're gonna figure out something, information will be, I'm hearing all cards on a table, is gonna set you free. You finally letting go of some kind of a grip, or some kind of, I'm seeing a cord being untied, a rope being untied. Pile number 2. We have the Queen of Cups. Oof, your cards are flying all over the place. We have the Hermit here. It makes sense. You're listening to your intuition much more here, but also, you know, what I'm mostly focused on here, your emotional well-being is much better. It's interesting because we did have hints like that in pile number 1 as well. There's a lot of wisdom with the Hermit here and the owl symbolism on the top. If you can see, you're realizing what it is that either wasn't good for you physically or mentally. This is one or the other. It's very different for all of you. But overall, you're finding your inner happiness. And when I split the deck, we have the 4 of Pentacles in reverse. And you're letting something go here. You're like, it felt like a struggle. I'm looking for, I almost want to say an outlet somewhere else. An outlet of some sort. So that outlet can be a creative outlet for some of you, maybe a really good conversation. We have Justice. It does seem like it's going to be a massive karmic week here. Now, don't get scared when I say karmic. Karma can be good. Karma can be not very comfortable, right? So what goes around comes around. Pile number 2 here. I'd say, again, I'm seeing reptiles as well, symbolism here. I'd say pay attention to what kind of animal will draw your eye. Even if you're going to be scrolling on social media and an animal will stand out to you, there's going to be an underlying feeling behind it. Look up a spiritual meaning of, you know, what that animal is capable of, because there will be a message for you there. See, I told you that I felt like a rope or a cord being cut off. Now, what's interesting here with the 8 of Swords, she does have a knife right next to her. Give me a minute. A knife right next to her, and it seems like you are finding it. You're finding it and you're gonna cut it off. And you're starting to walk freely. I don't know what it means to you guys here. But look, 9 of Swords is here, 8 of Swords is here, 3 of Swords is here. It does seem like you are overcoming some type of a struggle. 4 of Cups came out here, reversed as well. Yeah, it does seem like some of you have gone through maybe a difficult situation mentally, and you're finding your ways out. You're finding your ways out. You want to come back to the magician phase in your life here, where you can get shit done. You find motivation. It's not so difficult to find motivation anymore. You might even try certain practices maybe that are not necessarily very comfortable. I look at this 5 of Swords in this deck almost like a Fool card. It's very similar, isn't it? You're chasing for what it is that's making you happy. You're tired of sitting in a place that isn't fulfilling you. It can be a certain routine that didn't work for you, maybe food for some of you, and you want to create something better for yourself. I want to breathe in and breathe out in this pile, so maybe try breath work for some of you. Three of Pentacles, King of Swords. Again, an owl came back here. It's right on top of King's shoulder. Pay attention to birds, guys. Pay attention to birds. You know, when I'm looking at King of Swords, what I'm paying attention to is the background, right? What's happening in the background. It does seem like you have more energy. Some of you will try to see what blockage might be, why you're not feeling maybe energetic when you wake up, why you feel drained, and you'll want to explore that a little bit more in order to figure this out. And again, the Hanged Man is here. The Seven of Pentacles was in the corner over there. Be very patient with your progress. Is there anything that's unexpected that pile number 2 needs to know about? Okay, card on the floor. Your cards are flying all over the place. Yes, strength, coming back to strength. You know what I'm hearing here? Someone is going to kind of applaud you how you came out on top, but this is a very particularly difficult situation that you might speak with someone about in your life, and you're gonna describe what has happened and how you dealt with it, and someone goes like, whoa, this has probably taken a lot of guts for you to come out on top. And that speech or that conversation might be very inspiring for someone out there. Somehow through your struggles you help other people. So if you'll be drawn to sharing difficult scenarios of your life, difficult phases, I think this could be really, really helpful for someone around you. Or maybe if you do this kind of work, you might be drawn to sharing information. Yeah, we have a devil here. You know how I overcame the devil phase in my life. Again, chains. We talked about that before. Ropes, chains, right? Ties. And you know, every time I look at this devil card, it does seem like those chains are pretty loose. So it's something is about to be overcome. You know, you're about to break free. You're about to break free, and you're becoming fearless. The Five of Swords shows that to me in this deck. I read it differently, as well as the strength here. You're not afraid to put yourself in a different type of situation, almost like you're gonna be really disciplined with yourself. You're gonna be really disciplined, and that discipline will help you out. Three of Cups, I can't speak. Three of Cups showed itself here. We have the Eight of Pentacles. One more situation. Filter these out, guys. Filter these out. I'm reading for a lot of people. For some of you, it does seem like through your work, you will be able to help people who are struggling like that. Through your work, and you're going to be pretty fulfilled by doing so. The Magician, the Eight of Pentacles next to Devil, and the Empress. The way that I'm seeing this here, because you have overcome certain difficult situations, if you work in this field where you help other people out, those who are going through the dark night of a soul situation, you will be really helpful. People will appreciate your help, your insight, and your energy overall. You feel really peaceful here. The emotion/intellect is here. You know exactly how to manage both and when to use what. And when to use what. Be very grateful for how far you've come here, guys. Ace of Wands is here. The Wheel of Fortune. Oh, sorry, I thought that was the Wheel of Fortune. Every time I see the World card, I think of it. In this deck particularly. The World is here, yeah. See, the Wheel of Fortune is here, as well as the World, end of chapter, end of cycle. Let's start over with the Ace of Wands right next to it. You find a spark of some sorts, a new idea that lights you up, a new understanding of some sorts. You're going to be pretty sharp with your words, but you're also going to be probably drawn to some kind of a creative endeavor I'm seeing here. You want to do something new, you want to create, and you want it to be influential. Five of Pentacles. The Eight of Cups, see? Overcoming lack. You are overcoming lack. You know, lack is behind you, especially if that was a monetary lack of some sorts. You're leaving that behind. You're like, sayonara bitches. I'm walking towards the success. I'm leaving all these struggles behind. I think a lot of you are overcoming some kind of karmic contract here. Now, when we think about karmic contracts, a lot of times people think that this is, you know, some type of relationship situation. Not necessarily. Sometimes you might have certain influences from your ancestral line. You know, it can be coming from your mom or your dad. If you do some shadow work, you might even unblock certain abundance that has been a little bit withdrawn. You know what I mean? So it does happen sometimes where if you did have that old system installed in your brain where you're both, let's say mom and dad didn't have money and they both struggled, you might have it subconsciously deep down inside of you too, that, you know, oh, like, can I actually achieve this amount of money? Can I actually do this well? And I think that's something, I'm giving you just an example. Something similar is happening here where you're like, this is not applicable to me anymore. I'm not that type of person anymore. Therefore, I'm striving for better. Therefore, I believe that I have all the ability to gain the abundance that I want. This can be emotional. This can be monetary. Okay, it's different. It's going to be different for all of you. Yeah, Six of Wands came out right as I was talking about it. Coming out on top, success, winning card. I like seeing that for you. Again, Nine of Cups is here. I mean, come on. Cards are just popping after I talked about this. You need to believe, and you will be believing much more the next 7 to 10 days from whenever you're watching this video, that some kind of a dream can come true, that you can make it happen, that you're capable of this. And discipline will be something that's going to help you out tremendously, okay? You're not too far to the finish line, whatever it is that you're trying to achieve here. And you need to know that you are very it's not only a resistance here, it's not a restriction, but it does seem like something was pulling you back for some time, and you realized what it is the next week or so, and it's almost like you're gonna switch things up. You're gonna switch things up. And those difficulties that you've been carrying with yourself, these are your experiences. You'll switch it up. You're not going to look at it as, oh my God, I went through so much. You're going to be looking at, okay, I have a lot of wisdom, went through so much. Okay? Yeah, Ten of Cups is here. Come on now. Come on now. I like this reading for you a lot. The bottom of the deck is the High Priestess. I think a lot of you guys are digging very deep into your troubles, especially when it comes to emotional or mental issues of some sort. For a couple of you, this can be to do with, you know, your finances. I want to do more. I want to be better. But overall, I want to pull a couple of cards from the Animal Tarot for you. Nope. I was told Ocean deck. Okay, we'll do that. But overall, I want to breathe in and breathe out, so every time this happens, it seems like you're releasing some type of a difficult cycle in your life, you know? Destiny, I'm hearing. It's changing. Things are changing on a massive, massive level here. Things are changing big time. Yeah, so one card is already talking about discipline here. We're going to read about it. Okay, so looking at the underbelly, it says, be sure that you are using your time in the best possible manner. You might consider taking time to organize yourself, or perhaps a project you are working on could use some fine-tuning. Then, where you need to be says, acknowledge how you are feeling. Have faith, the universe or God, whatever you believe in, will take care of current concern by providing the best possible outcome for all involved. And Breakthrough New Dimension says, a new endeavor is on the horizon. Innovative energy wants to burst forth into your consciousness. Yeah, you're breaking free. See? You're breaking free. And I'd say every time I read, guys, for you, kind of scan the cards yourself. What kind of imagery stands out to you the most? Is there an animal you want to look up? like over here, right? Was there maybe something in the cards that you see that you want to look up? Maybe particular card stands out to you the most. I'm pretty sure all of you know how to read tarot here. Well, majority of you. Even if you don't, you can always, you know, Google what that card means when it comes to a certain, you know, area of your life. But overall, this feels very powerful. Pile number 2. I almost want to say brace yourselves for a massive change, because from now on things will not be the same. But I'm talking about your improvements here. Tribe, thank you very much for coming back. Love you as always. I'll catch you in the next one. Hey, pile number 3 people. So let's take a look at what is up the next week and a half. We have the Dreams of Gaia Tarot to start with. We have the Counselor as well as the Senecal. I'm not sure how to pronounce them, but sure, it big time. But anyway, what I'm picking up here, oof, it seems like you're in your power, especially those who are working in the field where you help people out somehow. Now, it doesn't have to be a, you know, specifically counseling type of work. You can be the best, you know, customer advisor. We can do that in any type of work in our lives. And, you know, sometimes when you call, let's say, even a bank, you know, and someone picks up who has an amazing energy, very helpful, very nice to speak with, and little even conversations like that, doesn't matter how short, how long they are, can lift one's soul up. And it does seem like that's something that's happening the next 7 to 10 days from now. Either you're coming across a really good counselor here, someone who will help you out, or you're talking with someone who gives out that type of energy. It doesn't have to be only a professional. It can be a friend, a family member, you know, a partner of yours who allows you to feel very cared for. But, you know, what I'm picking up here, it does seem like someone will come across, or someone will communicate with a person who has a lot of power. They're very professional, but they also have a talent or ability that is very unique to them, and they are great at that. Someone is looking up to someone here, pile number 3. I can't put you in a box. That is necessarily you, you know, or someone else. So filter messages out as always. I'm reading for a lot of people, but let's see what is up the next 7 to 10 days from now. We have the 4 of Cups. I'm hearing we both in this together. We have the 3 of Swords. What is up, guys? All piles. Pile number 1, 2, and 3 so far. It does seem like people are going through a major shift when it comes to emotional well-being. Release. Maybe, you know, this is the full moon that just happened. On the 27th, if you are watching it when this video is just released. But it does seem like a lot of people are understanding what is the underlying issue when it comes to emotional lack of emotional fulfillment, or what needs to be let go of. Take a look at this 3 of Swords here. That guy is writing a letter, and he's bawling, he's crying, but it seems very peaceful. It seems good. It feels like this person is releasing something that's on their heart, that's been sitting with them for a while. Expect people to be much more open or vulnerable the next week and a half. And it does seem like you might notice that, you know, even if you have a friend or family member who always seems so, you know, strong and so secure, and so no one can move them, I think people will be drawn to being a little bit more vulnerable and being okay with it, understanding that strength is not always about being tough, you know, and not shedding a tear. It's about allowing yourself to release those emotions that are sitting within you and talking openly with people that care for you. Whew. It feels good here though, pile number 3. It feels good here. Release. 8 of Wands is here. I mean, this deck is a bit different. I read it differently too. Someone literally wants to care for the other person here. I like this very much. It does seem like barriers are going to be put down. Because when I'm looking at this card, I'm looking at all those wands behind her, and it seems like the fire will catch them and it's gonna burn down. I'm seeing no more barricades. I'm hearing no more walls. It's a safe space. Maybe for some of you, you will come across a space like that. It's a safe space to share. So maybe you will find some type of an app, community, maybe some kind of a group where people will share their experiences, but it feels very good, you know. Let me see what is up. For some of you, there might be a message coming in about your work. Maybe someone will want to collab with you, or in your current work situation, you're gonna hear something that is quite important. I'm seeing we have in the Three of Swords, we have a moon above, behind that person, and we're also pulling another moon card right at the bottom. Let me adjust you guys. Here we go. And look how freeing this feels like. This guy, it seems like he is a part of water. I'd say, guys, this is a really good time for you to take a diary. Maybe actually, it's funny because right before doing this reading, we were talking with my friends, and someone started talking about writing a diary. And I was like, listen, you know what, like, I don't do it very often. I write other things down, like ideas or what it is that I'm feeling is about to happen, kind of tracking my intuition and stuff. And I said, you know, if I didn't have to spend so much time writing, because when I start, I have so much to say. And I said, I need to look up the app where it's a voice type of diary, and I came across it. So from now on, I'm gonna be doing the voice type of diary, because it's pretty cool to look back, you know, where you were, what has happened, and kind of track your development in a way, track your process, or maybe look back at certain situations and see how everything panned out, you know. But maybe that's something that you guys will want to do more of, because in the Three of Swords, this guy is writing his heart out, you know, literally. And afterward, it seems like right below it, he feels free. It does feel like it's the same person, right? Take a look at that. They're quite similar here to me, energetically. I want to say what I want to say, or I want to write everything on a piece of paper, and it frees me. It feels very freeing here, pile number 3. Okay. Seven of Swords came out reversed. Yeah, no more secrets, no more withheld, you know, information. I want to speak freely. This is who I am. So expect a week like that. This is who I am. And I think some of you will be challenged, because maybe some of you have been so tough for so long that it might be difficult to even cry for some people, or it might be difficult to release it. But once you'll do, it's gonna feel super freeing. And I want to smile when I'm talking to pile number 3. It does seem like maybe for some of you, you're gonna find a good counselor, or maybe you're looking for one. Maybe you are one. And you'll help people to find that safe space to release themselves, you know, to release the emotions, to talk about certain things. Five of Wands. There's a very close connection here that I'm picking up. The Five of Wands as well as the Four of Cups. Take a look at that imagery over here. It does seem like someone gets you, and you get someone. Like you have the same values, you think the same thoughts almost. Maybe there is some kind of telepathic communication that's happening here. I'd say pay attention to your dreams. Yeah, someone that you have known from the younger days, I'm hearing. Overall, it does seem like someone is helping someone to find their spark or to plant some type of a seed that's gonna grow big and it's gonna go big, and I'm seeing a massive strong oak, you know, grown from that tiny little seed. So pay attention to your ideas or your thoughts, and Spirit keeps nagging me here saying write it down, write it down, write it down. That would be really good for you guys. Okay, yeah, and as I said, that cards are flying. We have the Page of Swords. Yep. Messages, thoughts. It does seem like there's some kind of a message flying towards you. Let's take a look at that. What is up? What is up? We have the Devil. Someone is tempted. There is some kind of temptation that you're gonna have to deal with here. For some of you, you might see, if you do have children, your child might be acting a little bit weird, I'm seeing here, and you're gonna want to understand them. Or why? Is this energetic? Is this, you know, triggered by certain situations? So you're digging deep. And do you remember how I said a tree? I'm seeing a massive tree. It's funny because it showed up in a Devil card. This deck is a little bit different, right? But I'm also, when I'm looking at the Page of Swords and the Devil next to it, someone wants to say something that's been on their mind for a while. It's been tempting to talk about this, I'm hearing. And someone is finally opening themselves up to someone else. Can be romantic, can be friendship, can be family. Pile number 3. We have the 8 of Coins. I must tell you, for a couple of you, I'm throwing a lot of information, you know, here out, and I'd say filter what's yours, what's not. But someone is going to be want to fight for themselves at work. I'm almost hearing a conversation, you know, someone saying, listen, I'm worth more than that, or I want a raise, and that's something that belongs to me. So I would say, if that's your case, if you have been waiting for a raise and you feel like, you know, this is time and it's been too long, or you want to upgrade, this would be a really good week to claim what's yours. Claim what is yours, pile number 3. Really. We have the King of Cups. I'm seeing a relationship with a father figure in your life, or someone who has that fatherly energy improving. Okay. Someone will join you on some type of a journey here. Someone will want to stand by you. A connection will be shown to you. Something will happen the next 7 to 10 days from now where you'll be able to see how strong that connection really is. Because you remember how I started with saying we're both in this together? I'm hearing through thick and thin. And you'll really appreciate some kind of connection here. Someone is helping someone out big time out of a difficult situation of some sorts. The 5 of Coins. Look, I mean, come on, helping. And look at the top of the card. Right? The Woman's Refuge. So someone is either this is you or someone else who is able to suggest, to give you a helping hand or a crying shoulder for some others I'm seeing. I can help you. This can be much better. I'd say if you need some kind of support from government, claim it. Get what's yours. This pile is all about claiming what is yours. It's not, I want to say for some of you, whatever it is that's to do with formalities, if you want to claim something, you deserve it and you should go and get it. It doesn't have to be so difficult, this is saying. Maybe some type of benefit, or I don't know, some kind of extra. I'm seeing something extra, something that can help you out. Go for counselor if you need help. If that's your situation, go and get it. The Tower and the Four of Swords. Some of you will I'm hearing a shake-up. Someone really needs a shake-up here. And it almost gives me a feeling like someone is trying to convince someone of something. I don't want to be overly specific here, but you know when you're trying to tell someone that this is what's happening and they don't see it because they don't want to see it. So whoever this is who doesn't want to see something, but they know that that's not okay, they're gonna have a shake-up where they will be able to open their eyes. The veil is being lifted. The veil is being lifted here big time. The King of Wands. Yeah, and that's gonna allow this person to be in their own power, to find their own power, to claim their power back. And I'm hearing there are a couple of ways to do it. We have the Two of Coins, the Ten of Coins, as well as the Death. Yeah, someone is rising up when it comes to their foundation, when it comes to their heritage. I hope it's making sense for a couple of you here. I'm improving my finances, or I'm improving what it is that I had. There's more to it than just was. I just had a vision of someone walking on a path, and it seems like this person is in the middle of a field, but there is a very narrow path, and the path is covered by sand, but there is one stone that this person comes across, and he just very gently, very gracefully jumps over that stone as if nothing has happened, but they had to jump. They stopped, they thought about it, like, okay, I have to jump. So some of you will want to jump, and this is for the smoother road I'm hearing. So take action, pile number 3, when it comes to claiming what's yours. When it comes to peace, tranquility. Some of the things that I'm saying, it comes through to me as advice. For others of you, this is something that will be happening, okay? The Sun is here. Listen to the music, listen to the lyrics. But it does seem like someone's gonna play some type of song, and they'll pay attention to only certain parts of a song. So that's the parts of a song that you'll need to hear. There's gonna be a deeper message behind it. So try and analyze what it is that song is trying to tell you, okay? For a couple of you, this is your deceased person sending you messages through a song. If that's the case, I'm hearing this has happened before, or you're quite aware of this already. I'm seeing some type of celebration here too. A good time celebration for a couple of you. People are having fun. Would it be over Zoom? Would it be in real life? You know, in real life. What else? Again, I'm looking at the moon here. I don't know if some of you have tried to manifest something with the last moon, but it seems like it's gonna be working, and it's gonna be working pretty fast, much quicker maybe than before. For a couple of you, there is a message saying pay attention to how you feel like on a certain moon phase. Because you know, when we don't track it, sometimes we sometimes don't understand why we're feeling this way. And when you start tracking how you feel, for example, I know a friend who feels much better during the new moon. I know someone who feels good during the full moon, and kind of track it for yourself, because sometimes people blame themselves when they feel a bit shitty, you know, there is that guilt kicking in, but sometimes you just need to know a reason why. Maybe this is energetic, this is, you know, just a phase, and just give yourself a break from that time. But overall, it has a feeling of manifestation here. Some of your manifestations might be coming true within the next couple of months. I don't want to say that's going to be happening as soon as the week. It can be, but I'm hearing a couple of months from now, which is soon enough. And we have the Judgment. You're raising up here, guys. You're raising up big time. We have the Empress here as well. There's some kind of a contract here that's going to make you happy. This can be an existing soul contract, or this can be a business, or maybe some kind of a formality. I'm seeing you signing something, claiming some type of reward even. But overall, you're rising up. You focused on all the good stuff. We have the Phoenix, we have the Judgment here, we have the Sun. These cards are very energetic to me. It does seem like it's much bigger than just that, you know. It seems like your spirit guide or your ancestor or your deceased person will be quite present with you the next week or week and a half. You'll know when it happens, because there will be a strong feeling behind it. Something will feel like, that was weird, but it feels like there is a presence, or it feels like there is more to it than just a sound, or there is more to that feeling than just, you know, maybe that feeling isn't yours and you'll recognize it. So that would be a good week to communicate with spirit. Okay. And I'm also seeing to remember someone's life. If someone has passed on and you felt like, especially there are a couple of people who felt like that person was close, or they were around, you know. I see, do something that this person liked doing. For example, cook yourself a meal that they used to cook, if you like that meal, for example, right? And think of them while doing so, almost like, you know, I'm doing this for you to kind of remember you, and, you know, in a good way. I'm sending you love that way. That was a sweet reading, pile number 3. I do hope that this helped. And tribe, thank you for coming back. Love you as always. I'll catch you soon. Bye for now. Hello, pile number 4. So let's take a look at your dreams of Gaia. First of all, I have pre-pulled a couple of cards. And then we'll take a look at your tarot. Okay. So I like to read this deck from its imagery. There's a lot to pick up. Straight away, I'd say look up the spiritual meaning of a dragon. And it's quite present here, as you can see. But the next couple of weeks, it does seem like you guys will be working with your own talent that you hold, especially when it comes to energy healing, if that's something that you do, or maybe some of you will want to try this out yourself. There is the energy in your palms that I'm seeing that can be used for a good cause. So even if you don't practice that, maybe you're going to be drawn to trying it or testing it out on a friend or family member. I'm seeing here. What I'm also picking up, it does seem like someone is either untouchable or unbreakable. That's how you feel like to me the next week and week and a half. I'm hearing I've grown so much stronger. I've grown so much tougher, but in a good way. I know the balance between, you know, when to be vulnerable and when to express myself emotionally, you know, but I also know when to toughen up. And it's almost like you can adapt. You'll feel like you can adapt in different situations. I'd say pay attention to birds, but don't get obsessed by messages like that, because then people start looking at birds, you know, and you're like, oh, there is a message, there is a message. It's all about the feeling behind it, you know. Sometimes you might look at the bird and you might not feel anything at all. Sometimes you just, you know, chilling and there's a bird just staring at you, and that bird there's a feeling behind it, and you know that there is a message for you there. So look up a spiritual meaning of that bird. Some of you probably will know that that might be assigned, right, to one of your deceased. I'm hearing this is a week or week and a half of discoveries. Explore, create, enjoy. Bring your inner child for a walk. There is a spirit standing strongly behind you. It gives me an ancestral vibe here. Can be your teacher from past lives, or yeah, it does seem like some sort of a teacher here who's observing you, how you act in certain situations, how you deal with life. So you might feel a strong presence there the next week or week and a half. We have the Adept of Coins. I don't remember the name of this deck because I threw out the box, so if anyone knows, and anyone will be asking in the comment section, be kind enough to let them know. Thank you in advance. The Sun. Sweet. This is sweet. The Magician. You are in your power. Pile number 4. You feel the most powerful out of 3 piles. I'm hearing been there, done that. That's what kind of vibe we're getting for you here. The Moon is here. The Ace of Wands. You're looking forward to some type of travel or some type of venture. And as I said that, I'm pulling the World card, you see? Let me adjust the camera for you a bit. Here we go. Bottom of the deck, we have the Lovers. All right, let me tune in. Guys, this is gonna be a really good week and a half. To work on your craft, to work on your ability, work on what it is that you're already good at or what you thought of, especially recently. I'm seeing what you thought of recently. There is some kind of a new phase that is available for you out there, I'm seeing. But picking up, you know, a bit of a travel vibe. So either you're planning a trip, even if you can't travel right now, you know, you're planning some sort of a trip, or you're getting invited somewhere, or you are actually traveling. And it seems like it's going to be very impactful. Whenever this journey happens, it's going to be a very, very impactful journey. You know, when we're looking at the Ace of Wands here right next to the World, we do have a hint of the UK here. So this is not for everyone, maybe for a couple of you. That's something that you've been looking for as a sign, but you're ready to go on some type of adventure. It seems like weather will influence you big time the next week, maybe more than before. I'm seeing someone enjoying themselves out, enjoying themselves out there. You will probably be drawn to spending a bit more time outside. I'm seeing the grass is green, the weather is fresh. I'm hearing I want to be out more. When it comes to evening time, I'm seeing that you might be getting quite a lot of downloads or ideas. Don't forget to write them down with the Magician here, okay? I'm also seeing, take a look at the window of this Magician's card. I'm also seeing that you might come up with some sort of idea when it comes to travel. You know, maybe you're gonna decide to travel somewhere. I really want to go there, and after that trip you might be very inspired. There is something there for you in that location, in that place, maybe even the building. It doesn't have to be, you know, travel far away somewhere, but visiting different places, doesn't matter how far, how close it is from your household, the next week and a half will give you a lot of inspo. I'm paying attention to the Aquarius sign in the moon over here. It seems like you might approach your business or maybe the way you talk to other people a bit differently. There's that unique vibe to you the next week and a half. People might tell you that you feel different, you sound different, your vibe is a bit different for the better. You know, you feel a bit more alive to them, or there's some type of, you know, ability that you have that feels magnificent. I'm hearing magnificent. Your old souls here, pile number 4. The Lovers as well as the 6 of Cups. There is some kind of reunion happening here. Sweet reunion, I'm hearing. That's going to make someone really, really happy. And look, following we have the 8 of Wands. The Lovers, the 6 of Cups, and the 8 of Wands. Expect communication from someone that you appreciate and love dearly. We also have the Ace of Swords here, and we have a different type of, you know, imagery shown through that glass stained window. It does seem like you might be drawn to a place where medieval, some type of place, you know, or maybe somewhere you haven't been to before. Don't forget about that idea, even if you can't travel there now. I'm also seeing someone is thinking about some sort of business, something along those lines, where you could reach the world. A world can see you. The world can see you. You are accessible for a lot of people. And I'm seeing, you know, people from different towns. And everyone's view from that window is different. But everyone is in some kind of a community, so maybe something online that you're thinking about. It seems like someone wants to move as well for a couple of you. Maybe you will be moving, or you'll find out that you will need to move. I remember when I would hear messages about move, right before my actual move, I was like, nah, I'm not moving, definitely no, I'm not moving. And then bang, something has happened very quickly. I gotta pack, like I'm going. So it's funny sometimes, you know, when I look back at certain meetings of my own or someone else's, when it actually happens, but your ego doesn't know of it, right? Just then, and you're like, damn, I didn't know it's gonna pan out that way. You have this surprise factor here, pile number 4. Something will happen where you're gonna be like, whoa, this is cool. Oh, this is unexpected. This is actually good. You have this traveler vibe here, free spirit. I'd say focus on that. Pile number 4. Focus on what makes you feel free. And some things that I'm saying here comes through as advice, but for some of you, this is a message for the next week and a half. That's something that you will be doing. You will want to be detached but also attached, you know. It's like you don't want to feel restricted, and you'll be focusing on what it is that you can do, not to feel that way, not to feel restricted. You want to explore. You might want to explore a certain type of relationship, or you might want to explore a location, country, or a new household. I'm seeing for a couple of you here. 6 of Pentacles is here. Overall, you're really balanced. Out of all piles, you're the most balanced here. Pile number 4. It feels like you have your shit together the next week and a half. And you feel very fulfilled. You feel abundant. You feel like you have it all, you know? And you're thinking about, listen, I have so much right now, or I have this much. Let me think, how can I use this for better? What can this bring me, you know? You might want to invest. long term, you know. You might want to think about some kind of a project or how you want to live your life. And for some of you, it does feel like you have been resisting something for a while, you know. Oh, I'd love to do this, or I would love to explore that. And the next week, you're probably gonna be much more focused on that. You're gonna be like, listen, I gotta do this. I gotta explore this avenue. Now or never. That's what kind of vibe you have here, guys, for me. Now or never. Four of Swords, 10 of Cups, and the 5 of Cups, as well as the 8 of Pentacles. Eagle symbolism is important here for a couple of you. Others, a rose, especially the red one, as we can see here, or lily. So if that's something, if one of them stood out to you, you can look it up. Again, when I'm looking at the 10 of Cups here, I'm looking at the balance between the silver and the gold. So it seems like you guys are pretty good when it comes to your emotions. You feel happy. Something will happen here. I'm seeing you rested, especially those who couldn't get enough sleep. You will have a really good night's sleep the next week, week and a half. It doesn't necessarily have to be, you know, the whole week or so. Maybe a couple of nights will be so refreshing for you, especially those who might be suffering from insomnia. I know how difficult that might be, you know. You wake up one morning and you're like, damn, I've slept so well. I'm ready to take on the world, right? I'm ready to take on the world. So expect days like that. You will want to use that energy to do everything that you maybe haven't done or you have postponed. We have the 5 of Cups as well as the 8 of Pentacles. I'd say your focus might lie. Okay, straightforward message. Boom. That was very straightforward. It said you will stop neglecting yourself, but I'm talking about health. Especially if you've been focused on anything else except for your health. And I'm not talking about, you know, oh, you're gonna get ill. I'm talking about your maybe sleep, your diet, anything that goes with self-care. You will want to prioritize that because you will understand how important that is for you. You know, let's take that example, a good night's sleep. I know it can be difficult to go to sleep a couple of hours earlier if you are used to, you know, certain routine. But once you do and once you have a really good night's sleep, you go like, bang, I have so much energy, I have so much to offer. And that's your priority, that's your self-care. Here you go. Right? We have Death as well as the Hermit. And we have the Adept of Cups. This is a message that's not for everyone, but it does seem like, guys, you're gonna try and understand why is it that maybe you don't feel like you want to either explore your sexuality or you don't want to have sex. You want to become more attractive for yourself. And once you do that, you're gonna feel more attracted to either your partner or someone that you might be dating or you have an eye on. Someone is exploring their sexuality here. I'm hearing, I want to ask all these questions. Why am I feeling this way sometimes? Or why do I want to do this and I don't want to do that, you know? But this is very deep and it's very personal to someone out there. I'm hearing I want to change that. I want to change that. I want to claim it back. We have the Adept of Swords as well as the 5 of Pentacles and the Empress. You know, this goes hand in hand here for me. The Abundance and the Empress card. You guys, look, 5 of Pentacles is here. You are feeling much happier with what you have. So maybe a lot of you will be working on gratitude or come from gratitude. You might start your morning routine, you know, thanking for the day, for the beginning of a day, and then bang, you feel super grateful the whole day and you feel super abundant. And the more you feel that way, the more you attract. And therefore we have the Abundance card right here, where you have those fruits already, you know, from your garden, and you're like, damn, look at this. Again, you see, we have the red rose that she's holding. And it does seem like that's a lily as well. I'd say look that up, guys. I'm also getting a message some of you might be helping someone out financially or vice versa. I'm seeing someone handing someone money and saying, listen, don't worry, I have money, take it, like I don't need it. And I will not need it for a long time, so just take it. For some of you, this might be a gift. For maybe there is going to be an actual gift of some sort, you know. But for some of you, this is someone lending you money, or you are lending money to someone. For a couple of others of you, you're putting it to good cause. You're putting it to good cause. Initiate of Cups, a Mage of Wands, Adept of Wands. Ooh, we do have a connection to Egypt here for some of you. Maybe for some of your past life was in Egypt. Maybe you're gonna start noticing that. Maybe some of you will dig into your past life, or maybe whilst meditating you're gonna be like, damn, I was in Egypt, you know. And you might be discovering your roots, even if you don't come from, if you didn't have past life there. Overall message here, someone is discovering their roots, but past life. And I'd say pay attention to smells, guys. Pile number 4. You might be much more sensitive to certain smells, and that smell might take you places. You know, sometimes when you smell something like food or maybe some perfume, and it takes you back, it reminds you of the whole scenario, where you've been, who you were with, you know, a phase in your life. It seems like someone will be taken back somewhere, you know. And with the 6 of Cups here that we had, there is that nostalgic feeling that I'm getting here, but it's good, it's sweet memories I'm hearing. Okay, let's pull a couple of messages for you guys here from the let me see which deck I want. The Animal Tarot. Let's see what else. What messages do you have for pile number 4? Nine of Winter, which is 9 of Swords. The Chariot. And the Renewal card wants to come up. Yeah, for sure, renewal, pile number 4. Big time. Okay, this is a message for someone out there. It says, your worries and fears are not real. They are fueled by focusing on the negative, which gives power to that which you are afraid of. Stop worrying, let go of fear, and everything will be okay. The Chariot says, you can successfully balance various or opposing energies at once through determination and focus. You've earned the rewards and recognition you are receiving. It does seem like you very respect pile number 4. Yeah, and rewards are not only rewards that come in from people around you, but it feels universal, you know. Renewal says it's time to get clarity about your life purpose and make changes so that you are on the path most divinely suited to you. Forgive what has been without judgment and fearlessly embrace what's to come. It does seem like we have fear here, we have fear here. You guys are becoming fearless the next week. Especially those who have been troubled by some type of fear, you know, if something was holding you back, maybe your own thoughts, maybe your own scenarios that you tend to create. You're ditching that, you're moving forward. Renewal is waiting for you. So I do hope that this made sense, tribe. Thank you for listening and for coming back. Love you as always. I'll catch you soon. Bye for now.